All right, we're back at it for Series 2 of Heroes. This time we're coming in a lot of doubles, a lot of repaints, and a lot of weird stuff that we're going to take a look at. Heroes Series 2 action figures next on the Hodgepodge channel. Hello, YouTube Nation. Welcome back for yet another vintage toy review. I guess these are kind of vintage. I mean, they're 20 years old, I guess. We're going to take a look at Series 2, the last and final series of the Heroes action figures. Here is some fun facts. There are some weird, like, extras and whatnot. So kind of like this. So we got Claude, the colored Claude, the invisible, because that was his thing. And then there was a Peter that also, and I'm not going to buy it unless I can find a good deal on it, but he's kind of outrageously expensive for what it is. But it's a figure, looks like, I'll put it here, it looks like he's transposing and transforming into his stuff. But that's the only ones I don't have. These are going to be the ones that we look at. Let's take a look at them in package. As you can see here, we got Noah Bennett. Noah Bennett's looking good, the man with the glasses. I do think that looks like the actor. I think that's very good. Look at that vintage flip phone. I miss a flip phone. Loved a flip phone. And then like I said, we got two versions of Claude here. Claude is as invisible, which is one of his things. Got his pigeon, got his cool Donatello stick. And then there is Claude in the flesh and bones. Now, on my second rewatch of this, or I guess it's not my second, but my most recent rewatch of this, I was today years old to know that the Doctor was in Heroes. Look at the Doctor. That's my first Doctor. So for any of you Doctor Who fans that go back well before that, I get it. But that was my first Doctor, which is Destro. So that's kind of cool. We got a Matt Parkman. Includes Molly Walker, which is a pretty cool turn of events for him. We got Mr. Linderman, which is an interesting story, and what a sculpt we got going on there. Can't wait to dive into that one. And then we've got Jessica and we got Nikki Sanders, which for anybody, it is the same actress, and they are not twins. So for anybody who has not watched that, that's kind of a fun plot twist that we get to go to there and watch. So interesting tidbits. So on the back of these, they are still Mezco. They are from 2008, so not near, we're getting close. We're knocking on the door of 20 years, but not exactly 20 years. And again, they've got that Heroes kind of ghostly cloud city background backing, which I really do enjoy, and then the checklist on the back. So let's dive into these. Let's take a look at them and let's see how they are, and let's see if we like these just as much as we did on the first one. So it's going to take me a minute to unpack these. For you all, it's going to be right now. All right, you all have no idea how long that little thing took to get these stupid things out of the package. Oh, stupid twist ties right there. All of them had like 6. All right, Noah Bennett. Let's take a look at him. The first, man, there is a pungent smell on these dudes. All right, so Noah comes out. Let's see how stiff these things are after 18, 16 years in the, I can't remember when they came out, but the articulation's pretty good on these. He does come with a Pew Pew. Comes with a second Pew Pew. And then he has some night vision goggles, and of course that awesome cell phone we cannot ever forget. So this one I think is like a laser taser gun. And does the cell phone kind of go in here maybe? Ooh, is he calling anybody or that? Nah, it's just plain. Boo. All right, so he can hold that. Does he have a holster? Does not have a holster. So the guns. All right, so the guns will, maybe? Going. All right, let's try the other one. That one's even thicker. No, that's terrible. Accessories aren't going in there. I don't know if it's because of age of the plastic or what, but that's just not going to happen. Now, him standing does happen. That's a good face mold, good suit. You can tell that's Noah Bennett from the show. All right, let's look at, in all of their glory, let's look at Matt Parkman right here, and we'll look at Molly. So Molly, this is an older version of Molly, because not to spoil the show, but it does have a good backstory for Molly, and that does look like her, looks very good. No articulation on this figure at all. Molly's gonna just stay right there. Good scale. That's nice to see. And right here, the bane of the existence, right there. All right, so she can have these bag of jewels, diamonds, whatever. All right, he's got a weapon. He comes out. Oh Lord, thank goodness. These things out of here. All right, so he's got the double jacket, which you cannot see, but that kind of, what in the world does that do? Oh well, I'm sure it has something to do. Only arm articulation and head articulation on Parkman. You do see him in several of the world's new movies. He was in Lost. He's been in Star Wars and everything else now. And in the movie, he plays a cop, so that's a pretty cool. I think that looks just like him. For both of those characters, I really don't remember her all that much, but 2 for 2 so far on those. Let's look at Linderman. Mr. Linderman comes with his orchids, which is kind of a cool little nod to the show. Let's see if we can get him out without fail of the stuff we did. That's nice. He has one of the most bizarre accessories. Let me get it out. Possibly. Okay. So he does come with no arm articulation. He's just moving his head and his hands. So his pose is pretty limited of that right there. You can take out the hand for a pistol hand, put that over there. And then this is his death head, to where part of his head has been taken off by Sylar and has been looked into. Don't think I'm going to use that head at all, because I don't really want him to be dead, but Mr. Linderman's kind of an important character to the story. Let's look up these gals next. All right, so we got Nikki coming in. So Nikki comes in with a mirror, and for anybody that sees the show, in the mirror, she sees the other one. So this is Nikki. So Nikki would be looking in the mirror at Jessica, which is kind of neat. So if we pull this out, this is Jessica's mirror. So Nikki and Jessica have 2 different mirrors, and they are doing 2 different same things, even though this one just snapped right off of this, but that's okay. We'll get it. Maybe like that. Maybe if it'll hold. So, for Pete's sakes. So that one held. The one thing about having toys when they're sealed and they are older, man, oh man, they're kind of a bugger. All right. So that would be Jessica and Nikki, and the smirk to the left, that is Jessica, and the right, she always kind of looked worried. So kind of a badass, kind of worried about life and stuff like that. So I do like the fact that the 2 mirrors are in. The accessories for both of these. So this is Nikki. Nikki kind of gets a worried look right there, which is pretty normal. She does have another head that you would not have had to have buy 2 of these, because this, if it comes out, oh, the paint has rubbed off and melted onto the plastic quite a bit, but you know. So that would be the Jessica head. And let's see, does she have no articulation for her? Yeah, it does at the arms. It's just stiff, nothing else. Well, a little bit at the waist, and she's just going to kind of sit there and kind of look hunchback. I mean, doesn't look the greatest right there. So we'll kind of set her over to the side, and then let's look at that was Nikki, right? So this is Jessica, yeah. And then Jessica comes in, and Jessica would have the worried face of Nikki in the bag, but have the smirk on the actual action figure. So, oh yeah, the paint's really bad on that one. After all this year, it took a toll there. oh well. You know, she's just a little darker in the hair than what she once was. The yellowing on this is also pretty gnarly. And then we go to Claude, the doctor himself. So let's take a look at him. Claude comes with his little pigeon, which is right there. Let's see if he'll stand. We're not gonna get too much into it. Does come with his bow staff, which is kind of cool, which is right there. Also has a wallet, which is kind of an interesting thing, is he's a pickpocket. And then that is the glow-in-the-dark version of him. Quite a lot bigger than I thought he would be. Maybe that's just really the scale to him. I wouldn't have guessed that. And then we got Claude and the flesh and bones here. Same accessories, a pigeon, a bow staff. I'm not even going to take all that stuff out. We're just going to kind of get these going. So they both do have, this kind of looks like the doctor, and I'm here for it. Got kind of a hoodie underneath his trench coat shirt. It's a little pigeon-toed right there. Maybe we can take care of that. That's good. And that's Claude. And that's the line for the second series. Let's see. He does need to hold his bow staff. Come on, Donatello. Donatello's my favorite turtle. Man, let him hold the stick here. Yeah, good times. I dig them. I think they're fun. I wish there were more of the characters in the line, but there is not, and I totally understand what they... Whoa, wait a minute. These things didn't sell worth a hoot, so I understand why. But this is Heroes Series 2. This is the last of the Heroes line. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you all are watching the show, because I went back and watched the whole thing, and it was actually an enjoyable watch. Easy watch, because it's only like 4 seasons, but enjoy it. Peace out, Hope Skillets.